Think about how many hours a day your ears are plugged in, listening to music, games, or lectures. We use them constantly for connection and focus, often forgetting the potential impact on our long-term health. But what truly happens inside your head when sound is constantly piped directly into your delicate auditory system? Today, we're exploring the science behind prolonged headphone use and how it might actually be affecting your brain, not just your hearing. To understand the risk, we first need a quick review of the amazing journey sound takes to become a thought. Sound waves enter the outer ear and vibrate the eardrum, which is the body's first mechanical step in hearing. These tiny vibrations travel through the middle ear bones, which amplify the signal incredibly efficiently. The signal then reaches the cochlea, a fluid-filled, snail-shaped structure in the inner ear. Inside the cochlea, thousands of delicate hair cells convert that physical movement into an electrical impulse. This electrical message races along the auditory nerve, which acts as the information superhighway to your brain. It's the intensity or loudness and the duration of that impulse that truly determines the wear and tear. Sustained high-intensity signals force those delicate hair cells to work much harder than they are naturally designed for. Over time, this constant overstimulation is a major contributor to auditory nerve fatigue. This fatigue means your brain struggles to process incoming sound information clearly, even at lower volumes later on. One of the most common and frustrating outcomes of this stress is the onset of tinnitus, or persistent ringing in the ears. Tinnitus is essentially a false signal being sent to the brain because the damaged hair cells misfire randomly. Imagine a constant, unwanted background noise that steals your focus, a direct result of too much noise exposure. Beyond the ear itself, the sheer volume bombards the central nervous system with an unnecessary level of stimulation. This constant sensory input prevents your brain from achieving deep rest and necessary cognitive recovery periods. This persistent overarousal can manifest physically as frequent tension headaches, especially around the temples. When your auditory processing is constantly working overtime, it directly compromises your ability to concentrate on other tasks. Furthermore, using loud headphones right before bed disrupts natural sleep patterns by keeping the brain too alert. The problem isn't the headphones, but the combination of excessive volume and unending duration that creates the danger. Loud sounds trigger the release of stress hormones, putting your body into a subtle, prolonged state of fight or flight. This chronic stress response actively impedes your brain's ability to perform deep memory consolidation and creative thinking. Compare this to a quiet environment where the brain naturally enters its restorative maintenance mode. Excessive noise exposure fundamentally alters the way your auditory cortex processes information long-term. It's like running a marathon every single day without ever giving your muscles a chance to repair and grow stronger. So, let's talk about the concrete warning signs that indicate you need to step away from the volume knob immediately. The most obvious signal is that persistent ringing, buzzing, or hissing sound, known as tinnitus. Pay attention to any feeling of pressure or fullness in your ears, even when the music has stopped playing. A sudden increased sensitivity to normal everyday sounds should also trigger a significant alert for you. If you find yourself struggling to follow conversations in quiet rooms, that is a clear sign of auditory processing decline. Difficulty concentrating on reading or complex mental tasks, even when you are rested, is another major red flag. Ignoring these signals means accepting a potentially permanent reduction in your quality of life and auditory range. The great news is that you have the power to implement protective habits, starting right now to reverse or prevent this damage. The famous 60-60th rule is a fantastic starting point for anyone using portable audio devices regularly. This means keeping your volume at or below 60% of the maximum output capability. And critically, limit any single listening session to no more than 60 continuous minutes. After that hour is up, give your ears and your brain a full 10 to 15 minutes of complete silence. Consider investing in high-quality noise, canceling headphones for louder environments, as they reduce the need to crank the volume. When you use noise-canceling tech, the ambient noise is blocked, allowing for clear audio at much lower, safer levels. Always be mindful of what you are listening to late at night, as this is when the brain is most vulnerable to stimulation. Try switching to a soft audiobook or simply silence for the hour, leading up to when you intend to fall asleep. If you primarily use in-ear buds, ensure they create a good seal to prevent sound leakage, which wastes volume. Remember that sound perception varies greatly, so what's safe for a friend might still be damaging for your unique auditory system. Regularly check in with yourself. asking honestly if your ears feel tired or if your focus is starting to lag. Treating your ears like the sensitive instruments they are will pay dividends for your cognitive health decades down the line. By respecting the volume and prioritizing those essential listening breaks, you are actively safeguarding your brain's future. These small, consistent adjustments are far more powerful than any one-time fix you might find later on. So go ahead and enjoy your music, your games, and your podcasts, but always do so with awareness and respect for your incredible mind. Remember this simple truth: protect your ears, and you are inherently protecting your brain's capacity to thrive.